fight the power like BITCHUTE.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Check it, yo. I always be analyzing to see who's fake. People acting Janice, running around two-faced, talking behind my back until they put in their place. You're a two-course meal without saying grace on the internet. Talking shit through your fingertips, talking high power till your shine is eclipse. Trying to ride a wave until your mind is seasick. Cement shoes and your ankles tied with 3 bricks. This isn't Grand Theft Auto, this is real life. I will piss on your grave and throw dick to your wife. This is a warning mixed with some advice. You might be king, but I'm the ace of spades, and you just reneged. This is food for thought, bitch, eat a grenade. This is what people want, this be treated like dirt. I tried being humble, but that was absurd. All the brainless pigeons flock together like birds, pecking for crumbs until they merge with the crossroads and chuck the demi-urge. I think they had enough, I took the trash to the curb. Let the torture begin and watch them burn. Here's the urn.
It's hard to keep it real with fake people. They can take love, mix it with hate, and make evil. I'm staring at 50 shades of gray people. It's a grand deception, like K-Reno. They are who they say they isn't. On the internet, spreading everybody's business through a troll account. Talking foul, not knowing what goes around comes around. The flat out truth is the energy change when I come around. I guess London Bridge is falling down. Hey people, stall him out. We know all about the narrative painting. To control the clout, they gatekeepers trying to stop the ones trying to awake people. HOTC.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. I went to Homeboy's fucking page. Terrible, man. I thought he called himself MC for a reason. It's a real misconception. I was listening to his albums and stuff, a couple here and there, and I'm like, dude, I thought I was terrible. Jesus Christ. He don't deserve to call himself that. Anyway. MC. MC in front of his name means munching cocks. What's up, Tommy? JG and Kimba. Good to see you, Kimba. If you're still here. If you are, it's not clear. But real skills are rare. Yeah. I could see why he's angry. And, what? Oh. Let's see. Let's go to his channel. How do you spell it? Oh. Some guy named Crypt dissed him. He's got a bunch of albums that are all Christ-like. Someone's got MC Nemesis Exposed, LGBTQ elemental PQRSTUV. Assault charges he's got. Damn, look how many people are dissing this dude, yo. I guess that's his main purpose. Holy shit, I didn't realize how many people are dissing him. To be honest, he's not even worth me dissing him. His lyrical skills are poop, and I don't really like to diss people like that. But when I listened to him, my ears started bleeding. What's up, Dom? It's pretty much an open panel. I was just fucking around with the title. He's got a song called Real Rappers. Huh. Commercials. Let's find out he's getting paid to spit this poop. Alright. Let's get a sample here. Beat starts off good. Oh, it's an instrumental. Oh, he should have never did that. Don't make me use his own instrumental. I'll saute this cat. As a matter of fact, let's get this instrumental. Cool. Let's see.
3 fucking months ago, I sent you little shots in the.
Alright. This dude said he's better than Killer Priest that day I was playing Killer Priest. So, he said in the chat, he's like, he's got better rhymes than Killer Priest.
Let's return now to our top story, the continuing epidemic of shootings. Hoping today, with the aftermath of violence that remains all too.
Body strong. Now who gonna stop? Who gonna stop it? Stop. Trumpy will, Don head back to the.
Oh my god, dude. I can't even listen to 1 second of that. Fuck. My ears almost started bleeding. Jesus. The fuck was that, dude? We'll leave it at that. Anyway. What the fuck is up with everyone? I seen Biden giving out his award to Clinton. It was disgusting. People were standing up cheering for that BYTCH. This world's fucked. And then you got fucking, what's his name? Bono, I guess? I'm trying to find the Masonic double grip that goes with this, but unfortunately it's a little harder to find than I thought it would be. What's up, Max? Good to see you, man.
Mic check. You okay?
You're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good. We got rid of Justin Trudeau today.
Yeah, I heard about that through Tom McDonald made some video about it. And I was like, good.
Well,
Thank God.
I don't know.
Who did he replace him with? Another Trudeau?
Well, I think they've got somebody worse. They've got.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's not good to hear.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think they're probably gonna go with Chrystia Freeland, unless we make enough noise about her.
Why don't the Canadians just say we don't want none of you guys in here?
Yeah, right.
Taking back our country. You're all fired. That's what the U.S. should do, but that wouldn't happen here in the U.S. because too many people were outnumbered by people that just don't care.
The zombie hordes will win for sure.
Yeah, I got to get out of this country before it's too late.
Nowhere to go, unfortunately.
I think I'd rather live with the penguins than live here.
Yeah, that might be your only option.
All right.
Yeah, they'll probably put in this Chrystia Freeland. She was the one that shut down the bank accounts during the trucker strike. But they
oh no,
yeah,
her,
yeah.
Look at her last name, Freeland. Right? What a disgrace.
Yeah, but yeah, she's probably going to be propped up as the next one because she distanced herself about a month ago. They saw him going down, so they said, well, time for us to bail out. So they took her out of the party and said, oh, we had a big fight, because he wanted to reappoint her to a different position. And apparently the story goes, she flipped out and she was very mad about it. So she quit. And so they're probably going to try to bring her back as, oh, look, she was so against Justin Trudeau, and the people really like her. Just like everybody loved Biden. Hi, Dean. You guys all loved Biden. At least that's what they told you, right? So that's what they do. That's manufactured consent. They just tell you over and over, you like this person, you like this person. You say, no, I don't. They say, oh, yes, you did, because you voted for them. See, look, you must have liked this person we told you liked that you said you didn't like, because they got voted in.
He's Dean and Mr. Mission Control. I don't know why I said Mind.
Mr. Mission Dean. I think I saw Dominic back there.
Yeah. I was hoping Don would come up because he's in Canada too. Man, it's a good day in Canada and also on Edge Day.
Yeah, not much to say about it, really. It's just another horse and pony show.
So from what I understand, is Trudeau has been there 10 fucking years, is wasting away Canada.
Yep, he got in on pot reforms. And then he never left. So we got pot, but we got stuck with Justin Trudeau.
Because you're gonna need the pot when he's in there. He was like, "Hey,
I said that when he got voted."
Yeah. He's like, "We'll make pot legal because you're gonna need to smoke when I'm in here."
Yeah, I didn't like his father. His father was an asshole. So.
I don't know. Maybe one day people realize.
We have that shitty Bill of Rights and Freedoms, right? They had to force Trudeau's father to sign it. Like, it wasn't like he wanted to. They had to chase him down and make him do it.
He reminds me of North Korea. Like Kim Jong-un's father, I think he had him taken out so he could take his position.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, everybody thinks Justin Trudeau's real father is Fidel Castro. If you look at him, too, there's a lot more similarities between Justin and Fidel than there are between Justin and Pierre. His father.
I don't
and his
know.
mom was a notorious whore.
Whoa. We love whores. No. Oh, man. I found some herbs stashed away. I didn't even forget all about it. All them times I was dying to smoke and there was weed in the floor. Oh, this was that good stuff, too. It's dried up, though. That's what sucks.
Oh, I'd spray it with some water and put it in a baggie over some heat. That'll hydrate it right up for you.
Yeah?
Or you can put a piece of apple in there or a piece of potato. Help hydrate it.
Apple sounds good.
Yeah, it can flavor it a bit, too, sometimes.
I keep them in plastic in a pill bottle. Keep the air out.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's at my door.
Uh-oh.
It's
and
MC.
It was the last we heard of Charles.
It's MCJG.
You think you're a better rapper than me?
It's
crazy.
Crazy.
You want to talk shit on my raps?
Those are raps? I thought they were craps. You use toilet paper. Use them as toilet paper. Oh, so yeah. I was watching the video, Max, and he did the double Masonic grip. I don't know what this one's called, but I know it's a Masonic grip.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave this guy, what's his name? Fucking Bowie. Yeah. He's not even a U.S. citizen, but he got a Freedom Award. Then you see Clinton back there, that fucking cunt. She got a Freedom Award. How many freedoms did she take from people? And also slaughtering women and children over in the Middle East.
Yeah.
But she gets a Freedom Award? Like, what? Our
Guns to
country's
Mexico. All the guns he sent to Mexico that are killing people. Fuck, yeah.
Yo, you guys ever see the video of Clinton reacting to Gaddafi's death? Like somebody tells her Gaddafi just died.
Yeah.
Yo,
she was happy.
What'd she do?
You can just see her facial expressions, man. She's crazy as fuck.
Yeah. I saw the one where he goes, we came, we saw, he died, or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one? Yeah, that's sick.
They set that guy. Well, Gaddafi's an idiot. They set him up, and he just played into the role. But,
Poor, sucker.
yeah,
He took money.
If the U.S. is anywhere around you,
oh, they're gonna backstab you.
Yeah, if they're anywhere around you, the U.S. like Russian Putin said, the guys show up in the black suits, and start demanding shit.
Yeah.
If they had any balls, they would shoot the men in black suits. They would shoot them right there on the spot.
Yeah, then
The
go find
US
them
ain't
all and put them
powerful.
all in jail or kill them if they don't surrender.
To me, the U.S. ain't powerful, man. People are just scared. They use too much fear tactics. But I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of the evil people fucking getting away with everything.
Endless wars.
Yep. It'd be nice for the world to have fucking peace, man. True peace, no more hunger, no more starvation.
They're taking us towards that. They want to take us towards that, but that also requires you to be a fucking automaton.
Yeah, you got to give up all your alleged freedoms. We should. It just sickens me that I gotta say I have rights. Like, what the fuck? And I catch myself and I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about, man? Of course I have rights. I don't even need to express that.
Yeah.
What the
I don't know what
fuck
is a good word for that.
I don't know.
For your rights. What's a better word than I have the right to?
Shit.
I don't know. It's a pretty good word, eh?
What's this?
All right, Dean. I love the attention.
It's funny. I was watching Dane Calloway. He seems to think Jim Carrey's playing the role of Biden.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
he does it on
he
he did it on SNL though, right? That's what. Yeah. So yeah, he's done a Biden, but he didn't do it perfectly or anything. It's pretty good. Like, it's funny. But
I think he does it for real, but that was to throw people off. They love doing that. What's this? I truly think in politics, the United States, maybe the whole world's at a point where they're fooling us that seriously, to where they have just people acting and playing a role, or it could have been going on since the start, but it's to that point where, they pulled the rabbit out the hat. These fucking politicians are coming out of everywhere. I've never seen, what's her name? Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Anyway, disappeared. They pulled the rabbit out the hat, and she's gonna be this, and that one's gonna be that. It's like,
yeah, they've had the technology to spoof you since the 80s.
Holy shit, dude! I just found a Masonic dictionary. Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
Oh shit! I'm gonna use this in my rhymes. The first word is babbler, senseless talker. Freemasonry recognizes the unprofitableness of vague and senseless talk and forbids babbling in and out of the lodge. How about on stage?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep that. I'm trying to find that handshake that looks like this, because I know this is a Masonic grip. I just can't find it.
Bono's a bitch, man. I actually like his music too. He's a fucking bitch, though. He's just another sucker, man.
Yeah, that's the sad part. There's
Yeah,
a
they
lot
need-
of good people get suckered because of the money.
Well, don't forget all the children's heads you can sniff when you're president. That's real good.
Oh, we're gonna call them sniffleupagus.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let's see. So Bono would probably be pretty high in the ranks. Or degrees, shall I say.
Yeah, he got a good portion of the money, right? He did the whole Africa thing, right? Remember all the feed the world crap?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he
forgot
was
about
big on that. Everybody made money off that.
We are the world.
Yeah, he
We'll
collected
steal your rice money.
collected millions of dollars and gave out. They gave him crap about it because he only gave out about 2 or 3% to anybody. The rest he just kept. He didn't
So
do
I
it the right way.
started looking into some more energy stuff. Yes, my favorite topic. I've
That's
been
cool.
looking at things like, these are allegedly on top of buildings like this.
Yeah.
Bless you. I wonder why they say that. They say allegedly your heart jumps when you sneeze or something.
I don't know. Maybe.
So your heart stops.
Oh, okay. Gives it a rest then. That's good.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, a lot of these buildings apparently work on the principle of everything on the planet has a positive pole, positive charge on the outside and a negative charge inside.
Well, it's
And I
like
don't
in
know
and
how
out.
that's supposed to work. So you're supposed to have like a tower, like that long, skinny one, and then you take like inside an insulated wire and run it down to the ground, and then you could put something in between that and gain the electrical potential between the two. I don't know.
Hey, come on, bro. Yeah, Max, like, yeah, I always thought the in and out thing, like, maybe the left leg is in and the right leg would be out to keep the cycle, but then you have your hands, which is interesting. So I look at negative and positive. It's been turned into this duality. But when it comes to energy, I think, people still look at it. When it comes to energy, I don't look at it like, well, you can, but the whole devil and God thing goes out the window to me when I look at it in energy.
Yeah, more of an expression of like a mathematical or scientific theory than good and evil at that point. But they express them as good and evil.
What is this? When I download it, I don't have time to read everything.
Oh, that's from the castle.
Okay, because I have them right here. This one's a Hammonizer. Don't give it to a Muslim. What's up with Dom? He's probably at. Oh no, he's not live. Axis.
Oh.
Man. Because I know Tom McDonald, the rapper. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's from Canada too.
Yeah, I seen a short video of his. Yeah. He's saying the right stuff.
Yeah, but he seems to lean more towards the right. And my grandpa's a Republican.
Yeah.
I hope. Yeah, he was. Or he might have been on both. I don't know. Like, he went from one to the other, but I know he was with the working class. Served the country. Very patriotic. And, I mean, thanks to him, I learned a lot how crooked the government is, because, you know. But I just couldn't ask my gramps, you know, this is a question I would have right now. Is how he could be so patriotic and just, you know, see how trashy the government is. Because being patriotic and serving your country, you're fighting for them. You're not fighting for us.
Fighting for he thinks he's fighting for his family, right? We don't, when people go to war, when people have gone to war, nobody goes to war and goes, I'm going to war for the bankers and profit for other people other than my family.
Yeah.
Nobody does that, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. They had to put the fear into people, and that's why the September thing happened. They had to make it like we're in danger.
Yeah.
Because other than that, ain't no one going to sign up and go fight for them, so they have to create these fucking... Just like Pearl Harbor, that was terrible, man. Innocent people had to die for them to make that lie.
Yep.
I saw a video recently, and on around 9/11, a bunch of Zionists got caught with bombs and shit in these vans. And on the fucking vans, on the side of the vans, was painted the Twin Towers with the plane going into the Twin Towers.
That's wild.
Yeah, yeah.
What? I wish... I'm going to look into that, see if there's anything about that. That's... Zionist, huh? So that's Palestine, I think.
Man, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. What's good, fellas?
Hey, how's it going, True Zone? Good to see you. Yeah, they got the dancing Israelis. Have you seen them from 911? The images of them. Planes are flying into the building, and these guys are dancing on a building top.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know what's wild about that is fucking... We know, well, I ain't gonna say we, I know it's an inside job, and I've heard so much, especially on stuff JG has sent me, that them videos that led me to other places, that's why I say I wonder if DC is funded by Israel or they own that piece of land, because it's not even really part of the 52 states.
Israel would be considered a state under the United States de facto corporation with an umbrella, because if you go back and look at the Balfour Declaration, it was signed in 1917, I think. That's when the state of Israel was considered to be a state, you know, its own entity, where it was put down on paper.
Yeah,
so Israel has a magnificent. How you want to say it? Israel has a efficient amount of influence on the United States government. Vice versa too.
That was where I was getting to, because JG, I gotta mention again, sent me to this video, and they were talking about how they attacked the plane, right? That was swept under the rug, and ever since that point, they've been funding Israel.
Oh yeah, that happened in 1966 under Lyndon Baines Johnson, when Israel attacked the United States carrier, and they swept it under the rug. Yeah, 1966. If I'm correct.
And the U.S. is just like the Middle East. They were ISIS. That's just allegedly they were ISIS. Let's say alleged, but
the United States, the United States is ISIS.
Yeah.
The United States is the Taliban. They all work in symbiotic connection with each other, man. They all connected, man.
Yeah. Taliban, Mossad, IDF. They're all the same. It's all the same at this point. ISIS, Mossad, Hamas. It's all playing. They're all. Hamas even knows that they're being paid by America and Israel.
They all proxies, man. They got to have proxies to fight their wars, man.
They think they're succering somebody by doing that, right? But they're not. They're just gonna die. That's what happens.
Well, I think both of the people at the top are taking the money from the U.S. because they're not really enemies. They're just painting a picture so the people at the bottom will kill each other.
That's right. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, most definitely. That's the art of war. That's what they did. During like with 9/11, like with the whole Afghanistan, the war on terror, the Taliban in Iraq. They painted Saddam Hussein to be some mass murderer the whole time. They propped up this puppet the whole time.
He was their poster child for years.
That's what they was feeding.
Middle East success story,
I don't even think he truly is dead.
Think about the hypocrisy when George Bush, boy Bush came out and said out his own mouth.
I thought you were going to say Boy George.
No, boy, that fucking boy. That fucker came out of his own mouth and said, "Oh, they got weapons of mass destruction over there." But damn, the biggest weapon of mass destruction is a fucking school book that we was fed, that we was indoctrinated with.
The biggest weapon of mass destruction was the guy telling you there was weapons of mass destruction overseas.
Right.
Bush, he's the weapon of mass destruction. Fucking, you're right though. The school books, the television.
Yeah.
None of that shit made sense to me back in 2001 and 2002 and 03. None of that, all that shit just felt weird and scripted to me. Even back then, me looking at it, like, man, this shit is so odd, man.
Man, I was mad back in '76 when Israel went around and bombed 6 other countries, just fucking decimated them. It was the 5 or 6 or 7 day war.
Look at the time on my microwave clock. I don't think I can see it. It's 1:44. Israel about to cease to exist though, because I think the contract has expired. But I don't know, man. I just don't, I don't see that the state of Israel existing.
Well, if they get rid of the Palestinians, what reason does any Muslim country have for not bombing them?
They really all the same people. The Palestinians and those Khazarian Jews over there, they all the same people. There's really no diametrical difference between a Palestinian and one of them Jews, some so-called Jews over there. They really the same bloodline.
Well, the Khazarians are more like Eastern Europeans, and the Palestinians are actually Arabs.
Right, but in the same breath, they still the same people. They got everybody thinking they different. No, they really the same bloodline.
I don't know. Most of the Khazarian are Yiddish.
Most of them are Yiddish. So so the Palestinians, they don't, I'm gonna have to look more into it. I heard somebody say like they're
different people. No, they are different people.
So what's their whole beef with the Palestinians, man? Why they want to eradicate them so bad?
Because they're on Israel. That's all. Because they're on the land.
That's not even their land, though. That's not even their land.
Down the people. They want to keep the numbers.
That's not even their land. They're from Kazakhstan. You can look
right, because like I told Charles a long time ago, if you look up the etymological meanings for Khazarian, it means wanderer. What is a wanderer? That means somebody that's wandering around with no goddamn homeland. They don't know where the hell they at. So that's where they are. They don't have no birthright to nowhere. Nowhere. That's why they roaming around in the fucking sewers in New York City, taking kids underground.
Look at this. Steadfast support for Israel's security has been a cornerstone, which is Masonic talk, of American foreign policy for every U.S. administration since the presidency of Harry S. Truman.
Man, yeah. Like
40.
Spider-Man, Silverman, you know, they're all Jews. Batman.
Harry, hair. What they used to say back in the days? Hear ye, hear ye.
Yeah, I'm sharing an image of the Greater Israel Project.
That's correct. Look. Check this out. Hey, Charles and panel. When I was back at my chef days at this golf course, bro, me and this guy, me and this golf pro would go back and forth. He would always say I'm anti-Semitic because I was always talking, negative against Israel and the Jewish state. So he's like, "Yo, damn, Kentrell, you anti-Semitic, man." I was like, "No, how the fuck am I anti-Semitic? Because I'm stating my opinion on these motherfuckers, man. I said they pieces of shit. I'm not saying everybody over there in Israel are pieces of shit and low down, but the majority of them are because they got this like egotistical way about them, like they better than everybody just because the God of that book promised them a homeland, and they a bunch of fucking nomads." Somebody quick to call you anti-Semitic, so he always called me that, man. That just pissed me off.
Yeah, it's calling out evil isn't anti-Semitic in any way, right?
Yeah, but see, they resort to that because it makes you look bad. If you say truth, they'll instantly dub you anti-Semitic because that's just manipulation. That's all they know is manipulation.
Well, and calling out victimhood is a common thing that people use.
Yeah, they play the victim more than anybody, but they're the terrorists.
Oh no, somebody attacked us because we attacked them. Help.
Yeah, I mean, it's coward. They're just hardcore cowards, man, and they're mobbing down. Cowards with power, you know.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. They turn a blind eye. The media turns a blind eye to these Khazarian and Ashkenazi Jews that's dwelling in New York City. That's dwelling in these underground sewers like fucking rats, like vultures, and taking kids. You seen they busted that one mosque in New York City. They had
the
fucking bloody mattresses on the ground. Like, yeah, man, they real freaks, man.
Yeah, they are.
And plus, they're not the real Jews.
No.
They not the real Jews. I think this one melanated guy, but this one so-called black guy, he be going around and say, "Y'all not the real Jews." They not the real Jews. They know they not the real Jews, man.
Yeah, the Jewish people, like, because my people came from that area, might be like more like me and Charles than I don't know where Charles is from, but anyways, might be more like me. I was blonde hair and blue-eyed when I was a kid.
I mean, it's all fairy tale shit. Like, I could identify as being black, but, you know.
Yeah. I know.
I could identify as being fucking Jewish, but, or you know, Zionist, but what is that? It's just made up bullshit.
Right.
It's like Semitic. Semitic is a language set, not a fucking people.
Right. It's like Israel. Right. And like Israel is three different ancient deities, and like Israel, Isis, Ra, and El.
That comes from their captivity in Egypt.
It's not even a group of people.
And El comes from their captivity in Samaria. So.
This is the first time of me hearing this joint political military group that it says over here that also the US has been helping $130 billion, and the assistance has helped transform the Israel Defense Forces into one of the world's most capable, effective militaries, and turn the Israeli military industry and technology sector into one of the largest exporters of military capabilities worldwide. But in reality, they're saying Israel has the best fucking military in the world.
Yeah, you look up how much the Iron Dome cost. That thing's like close to trillions of dollars.
So think about this.
It's got to be.
They got Israel is funded by the U.S., right? I really put this together. They have a dome over it that no other fucking country has. Where do you think these rich Jews are going when shit hits the fan underground? Right under Israel. Where that dome is.
A bunch of
They really don't need a dome.
look,
They have
look, a bunch of bloodthirsty pedophile motherfuckers, child trafficking motherfuckers, bloodthirsty shit, nomad having man, they ain't shit, man. They just so I'm saying they protecting each other. They got an invisible enemy talking about Iran's gonna attack us. They all under one umbrella, man. They can keep fooling everybody else. I know what's up, man. They ain't shit, man.
So
They know they ain't shit.
The think tank estimate that the complete system, including the radar, computer, and 3 or 4 launchers, each containing up to 20 interceptors, costs around $100 million to produce.
Wow.
And that would only cover a small area.
Man, the world's a stage, man. I feel like Israel be attacking itself, man. I feel like no outside entity really attacks Israel. Like, what's it called?
I think the people are going to. People are not happy. The people of Israel are not happy.
Oh, the Iron Dome.
Yeah, man. I feel like that shit's a myth too. That Iron Dome. I feel like that's some made up shit too.
Just a bunch of radars and missiles and gun systems. Nothing special. But they actually spent the money on it.
Oh, I thought it was a fucking. Okay. I thought it was a force field like they got in the movie Wakanda. A force field.
No.
If I took land, I'd be paranoid too, man.
It's just radar and gun.
We got a bunch of wanderers wandering around and just taking land and birthrights. Hey, it's our home right here now. Oh, y'all sleep? Okay, this is gonna set up shop right here. This is our land right here now. It's my land and your land. We're gonna share it. See how that works?
A horrible statistic for them. Apparently, they've been kicked out of 109 countries, over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
They don't belong. That's why I told you. Look up the etymological meaning for fucking Jew, for Khazarian. It means wander. They wander around. Man.
They'd be like, your land.
Yeah, even in the old story of the like El and the demigods, like Yahweh. Yahweh was given a people with no land.
It's them.
Yeah.
That's why they do all this. That's why they do all this maniacal, diabolical shit behind the scenes, man.
Yeah.
They do the most grotesque shit. When I seen that shit that happened in New York City with that bloody mattress under that synagogue, I was disgusted, man. Like, man.
What happened?
Oh, under one of the synagogues of Satan, they found a bunch of tunnels.
I just heard about that today.
With like feeding chairs, like high chairs for kids to eat in, and mattresses, bloody mattresses, and all kinds of gross shit.
And these are Khazar, and these are. If somebody's seen these dudes out in public, they family, man. They got wives, they got kids, and they doing all this shit behind the scenes, man. And them synagogues, bro, sacrificing little babies,
you know
man.
Why nothing happened?
and Frankus.
You know why nothing will happen to them? Because they'll say that's part of their religion.
You can look up Sabbatai and Frankism back in 1666. Zabbatai Zebi came. He was the Messiah of the new Jewish religion, where what you did was you sinned against God to bring the Messiah and bring God back.
Right, plus the deity Yahweh, their God that they worship demands blood sacrifice. This is how they stay in power too, because the more sacrifices they give, the more power they so-called get.
Yep, Abraham, or was it Abraham on the mountain with Isaac? I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, the blood sacrifice. In some of the versions of the Bible, the Old Testament, the sacrifice actually happens.
Yeah, man, they disgusting, man. Like, they have no home, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that on this platform because I don't want Charles's channel to get struck down. But if I wish I could say what I really wanted to say about these people, about these freaks, man. You know,
I don't know. Nothing about this Iron Dome, man. Look
at the whole world, man. The whole world is fucking sick and
I never
demonic.
looked into it.
Our governments are sick and demonic. Their governments are sick and demonic.
And nothing's gonna happen until we do something about it.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. This is gonna get worse. They're gonna keep locking down more and more and more, because I hate to say it, the people
Right,
just
Tom.
let them do whatever they want. They're so indulged into religion, thinking this Superman's gonna fall from the sky.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to
You know, so hey Charles, I don't want to cut you off, bro, but it's not the fact that we let them. It's the fact that people like us, we want to do something about it, but we just don't have the We just don't have the numbers, man.
Yeah, if one of us individually does something about it, we go to jail or die. It has to be the people that do it. You can't do it alone.
Right. Let's just say let's say hypothetically we did band together and we get a few thousand or even 500,000 of us that could band together and like take this shit over. You gotta think about all the zombies and the ones that's pro this system is pro government, pro religion, and pro Zionist so called. They're gonna overshadow us. It'd be billions of them. You see what I'm trying? You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we have to win the numbers first before we can do anything.
So you got people in your town right now that are stone you to death for being like knowing what you know, having this knowledge that you have. People in your own family will criticize you, like, hey man, I don't want to hear that shit. You see what I'm trying to say? So shit, you can't even win that battle for real, for real.
Yep. We are winning though. Slowly. We have to have the patience, unfortunately. And do the work. Like Charles putting out content every day. Cheers on you, buddy.
That Charles a real one, man. He see this shit for what it is, man. A lot of people they ain't got the balls for it, man. They don't have the spine for it, man. They just too weak, man. But you
I
gotta
try
think
to get everybody that comes to my channel to post, but so few of them do. We have to flood the arena. Like we have to.
I want to jump in the arena.
Yeah, right?
Go crazy. What's up, Instigator? I always want to say nostalgia. I don't know why. Every time
You're
I
in the arena, Charles. You're in the arena already, buddy.
So, what's up with this Iron Dome? Does it? I gotta read more about it.
Oh, like Tommy said, it's just fireworks and shit. They got their AI, like they have automated AI gun systems and missile systems and shit. But it costs.
They also have a wall too. They have.
Oh yeah, they got a 40-foot high wall. At the Vatican, they got an 80-foot high wall.
You would think the U.S. has. I think all these fleets, what people call UFOs or whatever fucking thing they want to label it, they're government crafts.
Yeah.
That's why Trump started the Space Force, because it has to come out sooner or later. It's almost that time. I don't know. Why would they hide technology like this?
Fuck these people, man. Hey, look at this, man. I was just thinking about this. Like I was saying earlier, like I would talk to that guy at my old job, and every time I talked about these Khazarians, these Ashkenazians, these Zionist Jews, he would say, "Oh, you're anti-Semitic," but you don't hear no
same thing.
Hey, hold on. You don't hear no Khazarians talking about murder, kill each other. But then you turn on the goddamn radio, you got indigenous murder, and kill. Ain't that they anti-indigenous then? Because they hate us. They anti-human, I ain't never heard nobody say, "Hey, are you anti-indigenous?" But it's anti-Semitic. They ain't shit.
Yeah, they're two completely different things anyway. It's hilarious. Language and the fucking people, right? They're trying to.
You don't hear no music talking about like the destruction of their people.
What makes it more sad is people. All right, let's say, well, you're trying to, they get Aboriginals to do it by money, and then these rappers will come out and say, oh, but they won't play my other music unless I talk like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they don't have the backbone to know what their own worth and tell yourself.
Yeah, that's true, Charles. That's true, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't hear no. I mean, I know the Zionists. They own the music. You know, these Jesuits. They support these rappers, these puppets. You know, but I never heard no Jewish rapper talking about murder, and kill, selling dope, prostitutes, hoes, and hookers. I only heard indigenous motherfuckers talking this dumb shit. You know,
I've heard Jewish. You ever notice how a lot of these so-called white rappers are Jewish?
I think they actually do rap. I'm
Well,
gonna check that out.
I'm talking about on the magnitude that I'm talking about, like on the magnitude that is on with so-called black people, man. I mean, since over the past 30 years, all the music, the gangster hip hop, they all talking about the same shit, just destruction, man, pure chaos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shoot up your mama house, shoot them up, bang bang, going to prison, selling dope, fuck your mama.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I never heard that coming from the other side.
Yeah.
Because they know the magic behind words. They know the effect it has on the psyche and the mind, and especially the youth, the young minds.
Yeah.
A lot of artists know that too. That's why they don't let their own children listen to them.
Yeah, when I was young, they sold us war. You know.
Now I get why my mother would get mad when I would play hip hop and stuff. Ice Cube back in the day, or Wu-Tang. My mother would say, "Turn that fucking shit off."
And my dad would say the same thing. He busted my room and said, "Nigga, what the fuck are you listening to, man?" He says, "Put on some slow jam, some what's it called? What's dude's name?"
Say, put on some Hendrix or some fucking I get it now, you know. I used to look at it like my mother just hated my type of music, but she knew the effects of music.
My dad used to call my mom a nigger lover because my mom was cool with black people. She had black friends, was from a black, and white neighborhood, and my dad hated that shit. And just fucking manipulate that shit out of my mom.
What the fuck's going on?
That's just a form of ignorance, man.
It's a form of anger inside them.
In fact, my daughter's mom, biological mom, her dad was like that. He sent her a text on the phone one day, calling her N-word lover. But they don't even know what nigga mean. They don't even know what the word nigger comes from. That's not even a so-called black person. That's what a Niger is. A Niger is one of them goddamn caveman.
I thought they were from Nigeria when I was
young.
young.
Man.
I know, but that was when I was young. I thought
it's a caveman.
People from Nigeria. Yeah. Okay. People from Nigeria are black, so that was my ignorance as a kid, right? So
right, yeah, dude, man, it's all good though. I came to your mom and your dad used to tell your mom that shit. That's crazy, man.
I never knew a difference between darker and lighter people until, like I said, until I went to school and the black and white thing started. Because I grew up in the same building that I lived in. My friends are black, and my babysitter, or my stepmother, that's what I used to call her, she was black too. So I never knew there was a difference. I never looked at it like that till I got older.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't know about so-called. I don't like saying black and white because ain't no such thing as that. I didn't know about that shit until I got like in the 5th grade, and this girl that I liked, she was a Caucasian girl, bro, and we used to walk home every day. She came out one day and told me my mom don't allow me to play with N-words. Bro, that shit broke my heart. I was like, God damn. That was my first time hearing some quote unquote, prejudice shit. But we was kids. We didn't know no better shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The gut. I feel like propaganda had you hating somebody that you don't even know. You know, propaganda had you hating your goddamn neighbor.
That's
Well,
why I
that's
say these
all it is.
ideologies have
That's all it
people
is mind control.
hating and shit. Yeah, it's
Right.
mind control.
And it'll put you in a slave. It'll have you be having a slave mentality. You'll put your mind in a fucking cage. That's
See,
why I had to get out of that shit because I was feeling some type of way about so-called white people for a while. Like, man, I really don't fuck with them like that. Just based off, because I know how some of them are, and I've been around them. I see how they act. But you know, I can't. I got to get away from that because you know, thinking like that will put you inside of a fucking box, man. You know, that's just ignorant to think like that, man. Because everybody's not like that. You
Well,
got
people are conditioned, and then with the conditioning, they have these like problematic techniques, and you see it with black people, you see it with white people, and that's what gets old. It's not like fuck this color, fuck this color. It's like fuck their conditioning and all the garbage that
Yeah.
comes with it. You know.
right. Melanated people can be just as prejudiced, bro. I was on a panel over on Smoke Signals panel a few days ago, and I don't know if you ever heard of this woman. Her name is Sister Bethty. She said all niggas are is dope dealers, hoes, and pimps. I said, well, that's some prejudiced shit to say.
yeah, she lives in Hartford, Connecticut. Bethy lives
Yeah,
in
bro.
Hartford, Connecticut, I think.
She don't like melanated people, bro. She a sellout.
Yo,
Wow.
these fucking people that have ideologies, they're using the same tactics as these preachers in churches, the same fucking tactics of manipulation and mind control, and they're going for the weak-minded, these religions. And it's no disrespect to anyone. Hopefully they'll figure it out one day for themselves. When they start looking within themselves.
Right.
Instead of outside. And just like people need to stop looking outside this fucking country for the enemy when it's right in your fucking face on TV telling you to look outside the country for the problem.
War on
The problem is
terrorism.
right here.
It's all how they word it, man. The war on terrorism, says the terrorists. You know, George Bush is saying that. They just it's all made up, man. It's like a fantasy world we're in. Fairy
That's
tale.
the more worst part, though, JG. They make all this shit up and get people to believe there's a fucking threat outside of the country.
Right. It was all. I just did a video last week called PSYOP Operation. It was all a psychological operation. They had people scared to death of people that wear turbans on their head. Y'all remember that? People were scared to get on a plane based off of government propaganda, based off what they seen on the television. Motherfuckers was hating people from Iraq for no good reason, based off mind control, mind manipulation, psychological warfare, and these psyop operations. Like JG was just saying, man, like the biggest terrorist is the one on the goddamn TV bringing you the news, telling you about these so-called terrorists.
Right, and I remember when 9/11 happened, and I really thought it was Saddam, you know, totally bought, totally fooled. And then you see people nowadays in their 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm doing construction jobs, working for these people that are still with that same fucking mindset. You know, and I'm just like looking at them like, damn, they've been pimped big time. And
I put your thing on the screen, Max.
Oh.
I just did it right now.
Well, here's the Greater Israel Project. That's what I was kind of interested in showing. This is what they want to make Israel. So it goes all the way from Egypt to Iraq. Fucking takes up Saudi Arabia, parts of Saudi Arabia.
That's that shit that General Wesley Clark was talking about in 07. Remember that when they said they wanted to they created all these countries so called just to get this greater Israeli project going.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It still ain't came to fruition yet. I'm still waiting. I don't think it will.
I hope not.
So what's that? That's they're gonna make a barrier.
Well, that's going to be Israel. Israel's a little teeny tiny spot right now. They're going to increase it by about 500%.
Oh, like this is gonna be the new Israel.
Yeah, so like the greater part of the map right there, all with the red lines,
Wow.
that's where Israel's going to be now.
And they're
So
gonna
all the way
control
up
all the
into
ports.
Turkey, over to Iraq, down into
Wow.
Saudi Arabia, over into Egypt.
Yeah, they gotta
So
control all the ports
they
coming
got a
in.
lot of people to kill or
And
displace
that's
or
why the
whatever.
U.S. is backing them with the best military. Matter of fact, I don't even think they're backing them. I think the U.S. is Israel, just like U.S.
Exactly.
was
Who owns
ISIS.
the Federal Reserve? Because they make your money.
Shit.
Now ask yourselves this: who owns both of these entities? Who do both of these entities answer to
Well,
at the end of the day?
think about that.
Hey, hey Charles, if you, I just I posted something on my community tab before I got struck down by YouTube. If you go look at that picture of Princess Michael out of England, I think that motherfucker's wearing a brooch of a melanated king, of a melanated black on his shirt, and they try to put in the public that like that motherfucker was being racist. No, that motherfucker was paying homage to they fucking master.
I thought you said
I
a
got
roach. A
no
roach.
a brooch like a pendant that you put on your shirt. If you go back and look at that picture, Princess Michael is wearing a brooch of a melanated, dark complected blackamoor, black nobility, one of them kings, man, paying homage to who they really answer to. You know, that's who's running this shit. That's who owns everything. People thinking that these governments and these entities is running this show. No, man, it's dark complected niggas, man, calling this shit, running this shit from behind the scenes. They showing you in your face. They been showing us. We just didn't see it. When I seen that, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. And then I seen a Pope over there kissing feet, kissing the black nobility's feet, kissing these blackamoors' feet. So, oh yeah, I know who's in control now. They did that to take the heat off them.
Where are these people from?
Who, the blackamoors?
Yeah.
They based out of Africa. Look them up, Charles. Just look them up, man. Look up blackamoors. Look up the black nobility, and you'll start seeing what I'm talking about. And you will see that these modern day, all these entities, all these world leaders pay homage to the black nobility, man. The
Well,
popes on the TV. Look,
the
man, hold
Moors
on.
ruled the Middle East for
Right.
a long time.
But these are blackamoors. These are dark complected niggas that look just like me. Man, this is the popes on the damn TV kissing their feet, man.
Yeah, they were huge in the slave trade. Like fucking, that was pretty
That's
much.
who came over here on the Mayflower. See, they say that growing up, they say, "Oh, this is a white man's world, man." That's bullshit. Shit, it ain't shit. All right, people think you think that if you want to. That's why I don't. That's why I let that shit go. I let all that racism shit, man. Nah, that shit. Nah, it's some people that look just like me that's pulling the strings from behind the scenes, man. That's doing the most diabolical, wickedest shit you can think of. They just using these fucking politicians and these world leaders and these banksters as pawns, bro.
Yeah, the elites are just the wealthy. It's a wealthy man's world, wealthy family world.
Right. And so I'm saying some of the most wealthiest families, the most powerfulest families are blackamoors, a black nobility, a dark complected motherfuckers, but they evil as shit. I'm talking about pure evil, man.
They're saying here these are dark-skinned Muslims. The Moor was used in Western Europe to describe dark-skinned North Africans of Arab and or Berber origin, which wouldn't have been dark-skinned. The term was used to describe the Muslim, which could have been either or actually, inhabitants of Islamic Spain or Andalus, who invaded Spain in 711 CE. Europeans often depicted Moors as having black, swarthy, or tawny skin.
Right, that's them. If you look outside of the Vatican, You got a blackamoor outside of the building with a sigil, man. They showing you who's running this shit from
Well,
behind the
that was the whole reason for all the great explorers, they called them, Vasco da Gama and Marco
Yeah, the
Polo.
Moors were travelers.
Yeah, that was because they had trade routes to China. They just couldn't use them because the Moors had taken over
You said Blackamoor?
all the other seas.
How you spell that? Blackamoor? Black.
You look up Black Moors. Black Moors. Moors. Yeah, we learned about the great explorers. It was only after I got out of school I learned, why the great explorers were necessary. It was because of the
Hey, Charles, put that picture on the screen I just showed you, dog. I've been sent you.
They had control. They had control of every port, every ocean, every sea. You couldn't.
What's going on? Piece of shit. Oh my god! I want to smash my phone.
Yeah, they never even tell you how the Moors were eventually defeated, right? So maybe they never were.
No, they was never defeated. They play the background. They using these world leaders as just pawns, man.
That would be smarter.
They the richest. They some of the most wealthy. They royal, bro.
Yeah.
They've been around for the longest, man. It's just they got to give us this whole they give us this whole black and white shit to keep us warm, and they got us thinking that there's some fucking white guy is calling shit, running shit. That's to get you distracted and to stop people like me from like really looking at who my real enemy is. It's a nigga that look just like me that's doing this shit.
Yeah.
But it's not me. And they've been here. I've been doing a lot of research.
The whole Second World War thing over again, right? Did the Germans really lose the Second World War? Probably not. Did the Moors lose that battle? Probably not. No,
man, they ain't lost, man. Because if you got listen, bro.
I would bet you'd be right on that one,
bro. If you got all of these so-called world leaders paying homage to these blackamoors, man, they're wearing their goddamn sigils, their pictures as pendants on their shirts, and you got the Pope, the so-called most powerful person in this realm, so-called kissing their feet. What does that tell me? That somebody lying about who's really in control here.
Well, I wonder what Israel's connection to them is. I want to look that up.
I feel like they got Israel in their pocket too. Because they got the United States government in their pocket. That's who runs the United States government. That's who the United States government answers to them. If the Pope has to answer to them, and you got to think, Trump, every United States president has to answer to the Pope, right? So no, you got the Pope answering to these blackamoors. It's a chain of command, right?
So they say here in 1492, the last Muslim state in Spain, the Empire of Granada, fell to Christian forces led by Ferdinand II. Ferdinand II is why Spanish people speak with a lisp now, because he had a lisp and they wanted to emulate him. That's my own addition to that. Of Aragon and Isabella of Castile. This marked the end of Moorish rule in Spain and the beginning of a new era of Spanish history, and I guess the end of the Moorish rule. But just because they were kicked out of Spain, I don't think they ever took North Africa or much of the other places they took.
You got pictures of Vladimir Putin and a lot of Russian oligarchs paying homage to a melanated, dark-complected.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the black nobility of Scotland?
That's what I'm talking about. Them, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's who they paying. They paying homage to them. That's telling you who's in control, who they have to answer.
That was not for a very long period, though. I think that was around somewhere between the 13th and 1500s, and only for a short period.
Right. These are the ones that's still in control. That's still in power. They got everybody. They got us thinking that they fell from grace. Nah. Hell no. Ain't no way they did. Because if that's the case, why is Vladimir Putin paying homage to him, bowing down, praying to him? Why is the Pope bowing down, praying to him? Why is all these princes and princesses so-called bowing down and praying to him and wearing their sigils on their shirts and paying homage to him? You don't pay homage to something that you don't worship or answer to, right?
Shouldn't, no.
So this is what they're doing in plain sight. This is what they've been doing.
Yeah, there's the Venetian black nobility as well. And they call themselves black nobility. I don't know if they are black or not, you know.
It's the Black Moors, and the wild part is they got the bird that's on the German flag too.
Right. Who you think they got it from? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. These are the ones that's really running shit from behind the scenes. Some dark complected niggas, man, that's fucking rogue and evil and
That's
shit.
Russian too. That's Russian too uses that. There's a
Yeah,
few
man.
countries. Poland.
Yeah, they have to pay homage, bro. They telling you who's running this shit. They just front man in pawns. That's why we trying to tell so-called black people, like, bro, y'all point y'all finger at the wrong people. Y'all talking about the white man's the devil and he doing this to you. No, man. It's some fucking people that look just like you that's doing this shit behind the scenes, man. Y'all looking at this shit on a surface level. They ain't got no control. They don't have no power.
True. So in your research, who are like the most like educated black people out there? Calling it how it is, you know.
Ain't that many of them, bro. Like for me, just looking around, I'm gonna say Rod Hayes.
Rod Hayes.
I want to say D-Del 1014. I'm gonna say it ain't too many, man. It's not too many, man. Because everybody else wants to paint so-called white people to be the enemy, bro. And that shit's just that's so tired, man. I don't hear that shit.
What a better way, though, True Song, to hide that in plain sight is to get black people or so-called black people to believe their whole life's been a struggle, and there's never no one in power that's black, and you know, they would never believe that people behind the scenes are, you know, dark people running the show.
Yeah, nobody struggles through life.
Right. They'll call me. You know what the first thing they'll say? You know what the first thing they'll say to me? They say, "Oh, you a teller, you a sellout." No, I'm telling you the truth, bro. It's a motherfucker that look just like us that's behind the scenes that runs everything.
Here we go. I had to crop the picture to make it bigger. There we go.
You see what I'm talking about? That's a black nobility. That's a blackamoor that this motherfucker is paying homage to. Showing you who's really in power.
Oh, yeah.
Who's been in power all along.
Look at that, eh? Even got the Moorish hat on and all.
Yeah, we wear the Moorish fez when you graduate. When you graduate high school or college, you put the fez on.
Yeah.
They're showing you who's in control, man. They ain't niggas that look just like me running this shit, man. It ain't so, man. Come on, man. People got an imaginary enemy, bro. They just all working together.
They're doing a shitty job of it, you know.
There's all sorts of people in their club. I think that's how they, you know, I'll use the word infiltrate other countries. Is they got people to join their club that were in high places. They've probably even assassinated other leaders to get them out the way, to get the leader they want in, to where they can, you know, get the whole country in playing ball.
Right. Hey,
playing ball.
Hey Max, have you ever seen that picture before that Charles just put up on the screen?
Look at this is what they gave me for the Moors. Are they whitewashing?
Yeah, that's
look, they're whitewashing the Moors.
The reason why they did that is because so they can hide behind the scenes. They had to give us an enemy, bro. It's okay, we can't, because that the jig will be up if we figured out it was them really doing this shit. So they gave us an invisible. That's why so-called black people are so indoctrinated with so-called hate against white people, saying, "Oh, it's the white man doing this." No, man, it's not them. No, it's not them doing that, man. No.
But they had to create that, so because if we were strong like a Cuban link chain, working together, they wouldn't be able to conquer shit.
Facts, bro.
They got us arguing on all sorts of levels with our own family, breaking the home up. Even if the home don't look at, I'll use Mexican families. They stick together as a unit, man, because they are a unit. American homes have been shattered, bro, in all sorts of ways. So that conquers us even more.
Right. It's propaganda.
It was 100 years after Islam was established that the Moors established their supremacy.
Right, and that supremacy is still running prevalent to this day, man. They have influence in every sector in our society, bro. That's why I just said, when you graduate high school or you graduate college and get a degree, you have to put that fez on your head. Where does that fez come from? That's a Moorish thing. That's a black Moor. That comes from them, man.
That's fesulent.
Right. That leads back. That leads back to the black nobility. Everything in the society leads back to the black nobility, man. These black Moors, man. They can't tell me no different. You know.
Let's see who.
Papyrus. These dudes made batteries with papyrus soaked in salt water or acid. Salt is a conductor.
So it says here that the nearest matches so far for royal Moorish families are including Alawel dynasty of Morocco and Queen Charlotte of Great Britain.
Right. They can't. You think they're gonna put their face on the money? They own the money. The fiat currency we spending, the Federal Reserve. Who you think owns the Federal Reserve? They do. If they would have put their face on the money, the jig would have been up a long time ago. That would have been dumb and asinine for them to do that. Like Charles was saying, they had to whitewash everything, man. They whitewashed everything, religion, everything.
And they tell you it was done in a more sinister way, but I think to whitewash, people were in agreement that were in the know, right?
Right.
So
right.
they did that to create that divide, man. They had to create some story. They said they don't even want you to exist. These people,
the reason why
they're kind of genius, but
it's the art of war, man. When you at war, like we said, it's a spiritual war and the transmission to the. So it's the art of war. Everything they is based on war.
I won't make excuses. Like, I'm not saying you're making excuses, but for them, but hey, they make when people choose to do something, that's like signing it in fucking stone, man. That's like.
Right. I'm just trying to make it make sense to myself, bro, because I've been going back. I've been doing a lot of research on this shit. I'm trying to so-called get to the bottom of it, and this is where this is leading me to, because I've been new about this months ago, but I'm digging into it some more, man. I'm trying to figure out.
Look into the royal families of the Moorish society. And
I am now.
And the ones that
Arab and Berber
started it, and then the ones that remain, the ones that kind of faded away,
So they're Arab and Berber. And Berber is any descendant of the pre-Arab inhabitants of North Africa.
Yeah, they were blue-eyed.
Berbers live in scattered communities across Morocco, Algeria.
They were blue-eyed white people.
Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Malai, Niger. I always thought the word Niger was
melanated and melanated then.
More in Mauritania. So they got blue eyes, huh?
Yeah, Mauritania is a British term, I think.
You said they have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah. Berbers.
So that maybe that's why Hollywood worships that so much, man. The blonde hair.
It seems like then it's both of them, both melanated and unmelanated, working together.
Right. That's what they was doing. But they used the unmelanated as pawns.
Yeah. Well,
even though they was working in tandem. Right. Not us per se, not us, not people on our level. Hell no. I'm talking about when there's levels to these.
Yeah.
I'm saying they worked in tandem together, but they was using the unmelanated as fucking pawns and stool pigeons. Like, hey, y'all gonna go out there and do our dirty work for us. We're gonna hide behind the scenes. Y'all gonna be our flunkies. We tell y'all to go. Y'all gonna print the money for us. Y'all gonna bamboozle and hoodwink. That's what they did, man. But they worked in synergy with each other to pull off this scheme, this grand scheme.
Yeah, they sold white people in the north, and then they sold black people in the south, pretty much.
They sold my great grandma.
When you say sold, what you mean?
Slaves, the slave trade.
Who? What slave trade?
The slave trade that existed in humanity for all
European slave ships.
Everywhere.
You saying? I wasn't. My ancestors weren't no slaves. I ain't come over here with no boat.
Well, but in Africa and
I don't have no African descent.
Yeah, but from those areas, that was all slave trade from north to south.
Right. But like that transatlantic slave trade, I feel like that was just a fucking story they done made up, man.
Yeah, that is. I know. Look, I know slaves came from Africa, but it was nowhere near the numbers they're saying until those numbers are insane that they're saying. And I think most of that is fallacy where they say all these slaves came from Africa to here. Through the evidence.
Yeah, I went on the African American panel, and they jumped me, bro. It was like 10 of them over there, man. Them niggas jumped me.
Who did?
I was on Q Butter's panel. He's a Pan-Africanist, and I went over there to debate them. And I was like, man, the whole thing is one big fallacy, like Charles was saying. And one of the gentlemen was trying to convey to me that so-called African Americans were able to bring personal belongings on the bottom of a slave ship over here. So I said, okay, so they treated a slave ship like a U-Haul truck. I said, that don't make sense.
That's funny.
They could use it for ballast.
And then they said, what's your lineage? I said, I'm from Mississippi, bro. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi, bro. I don't know nothing about no Africa, bro. I said, my parents never told me nothing about no Africa coming up as a kid. Only thing I said, as a kid, we was never trying to get on a ship and go to Africa. We was getting in our car, driving back to Mississippi to see our family. We wasn't trying to get on a ship and go to no fucking Africa, man.
Yeah.
Let's see who created textbooks for schools.
And plus, I feel like people being hung from trees, I feel like that shit was made up too. I feel like that was all a stage show too, man.
I wonder if Black Africans escaped from. There's the Sumerian story about Enlil. He was a rat bastard, and he was banished to South America, where the Olmec heads were found. Just a thought. I was wondering if maybe he brought black people from Africa and used them as his people, but they eventually got away from him because the Olmec don't know anything about their society. They have the Toltec and the Aztec and all that.
Called Mexican, right?
But maybe the black people took off and hid.
Yeah, people did migrate from
thing to do because he was a rat bastard ripping people's hearts out and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Mexicans built some of them pyramids too. Look at how Mexicans are real good with working with materials, especially mortar and stuff. They're fucking amazing with that shit.
Yeah.
The real Mexicans they have real dark skin, like they the same complexion as me. In Spain, they all migrated here, just like some Africans. Everybody migrated here. You had some Africans that migrated here. That's why they call this the melting pot, because people came from everywhere here.
Mm.
Well, this was where I'm at was Mexico, Arizona, like all these states down here was Mexico.
You said say it one more time, JG.
Yeah, Texas, Arizona was Mexico, is what he was saying.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, but just something. Yeah, them Mexicans that we see, them real light, real fair skinned Mexicans. Those are Spaniards.
Right.
The real Mexicans, they don't show them. They dark complexion. They look just like me, same skin complexion with nappy hair. They don't show them though, because if they showed them, that would give up. That would give everything up. Because that'll let everybody know history is a goddamn lie.
Yeah, right, Dean? That's a good one, yeah. Set up to steal land. Yeah, they did that a lot. They had the papal decrees, right? So the Pope declared sovereignty over all land and all people.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy how they can just come out and do that. And nobody owns the land. How can they just come out and say, "Hey, this is our land now"? They can't do that, man. That don't make no sense.
Right? That's because they were the biggest people on the block at the time. They had the biggest navy when they did that. Oh yeah, you should see the walls around the Vatican, man. Those are fucking ridiculous.
Are they big?
The Vatican has security systems beyond fucking Israel.
Wow.
They got like walls double the size and so many guards you wouldn't believe it.
They hiding a lot of information over there too. Imagine going into the basement and getting into them vaults, man. All the information.
Oh, fuck yeah. Probably got anti-gravitics, fucking free energy devices, how to ascend in half a day, you know. Yeah, they have millions of books down there that they won't let people read.
Yeah, and they parade the Pope around like he's the Pope's some big shot. This motherfucker's on national TV, television, kissing feet and sucking dick.
I heard a story that there was 3 guys they hired to translate the very first versions of the Old Testament, and they fired them all because all of them apparently came to the conclusion that like Yahweh was like an alien freakazoid evil demonic shit dude. So they fired them all.
I feel like they all subhuman. Like the Pope, all they feel like they like Nephilim. They got some type of fallen angel genetic. They just not human, man. I don't know. I don't want to say reptilian. I don't know what the fuck they are. I just know they not organic beings, man. They some type of malevolent, evil motherfucker, man.
Yeah, you can take a normal human being and turn them into an evil person, and they actually physically change in their brain, where the reptilian part of their brain takes over, pretty much. It grows big.
We have reptilian part of our brain too, bro. A reptilian receptor right in our brain, right?
Yeah. What happens to these people is that becomes overexpressed. You can grow parts of your brain bigger and smaller depending on if they're expressed, right? So these people have an overexpressed amygdala, which is the part of your brain where you decide what's right and wrong. And if you have an overgrown amygdala, you can make much less moral-based decisions because morality doesn't matter at that point. Your amygdala has taken over. They call it a Leviathan. If you look at the actual structure of it, it's got a barbed tail on it, just like Leviathan in the Bible.
Isn't it one of the like a gland?
Yeah.
One of your lymph nodes.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the brain. I'll show you.
Afternoon, everyone. How are you all?
Hi,
What's
Dino.
happening, Dean? We got Dean in the building.
How are you? Yeah. You know, like when you're talking about earlier there, the slave trade, I thought most of that is just a setup for the population to expand out into the new world, what they call the new world, you know.
Yeah, they're doing it right now too, right? You know.
Yeah, of course, you know, and like, you know, I mean, everything to me anyway is just a genocide of one nationality or one culture, and then a rising of another one, you know. I don't know. I think it's almost we are their cattle, you know. When they say the goyim and cattle, you know, we really are their cattle, and you know, we just being manipulated by the bastards. But you know, as long as we are consuming and that mostly, and that's consuming energy that they're putting out for us, you know, everything's all right. That's as long as that's happening. I think they'll keep on like that until the balance of power shifts. You know.
Yeah. What's up, Dean?
Oh, I've been out there making a bit of hay. Actually, I'm, you know, making hay while the sun shines. The old saying. But I let one of the parts of the lawn go a bit long, and I've cut it all by hand and rake it all out and drying it and putting it in bags. Yeah, bugger it. Why buy it when you can make it yourself?
Yeah.
Hey, Dean, is it warm where you at in Australia or New Zealand?
I wouldn't call it warm today, but it's all right. We got a bit of sun. I would say, you know, yeah, it's all right. You know, you can take your bloody shirt off and get your body in the sun, so it's all right.
How long before so-called fall time starts over there? How many months do you have?
Well, this month here, I mean, if they class the first day of summer to be in December, right? So
summertime over there is in December.
Yeah, summer's in December, bro.
Wow,
so
man!
Our first day of summer, and by February, right, the end of February, that's the last day of summer, right?
Wow, so it's December over there right now?
Yeah, well, it's meant to be. We've had some bloody cold temperatures lately, bro, but yeah, it is. It's meant to be summer, right?
Man, this is backwards as hell, man.
So that's the best picture I can find of the amygdala.
What I'd like to relate to you is Truth Zone, you know?
Looks like a parasite.
So it's a creepy looking bloody thing, isn't it? The amygdala.
Yeah, they won't show any actual images of it. Like I can't find any real images of it extracted in an autopsy. I'm gonna try autopsy.
It's near the pineal gland, though, isn't it? It's at the base of the ear, isn't it?
It's just underneath it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dean, what were you trying to tell me, Dean?
Oh, I was going to ask you, what part, whereabouts in the States are you?
I'm in the Midwest now. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi. I got family all in Mississippi. That's where I originate from. That's where I was born. But we migrated to the Midwest when I was like 5, 6 years old, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, and so, you know, when you look at the sun, is it in your southern sky or your northern sky?
I never thought about it like that. I want to say southern sky.
So it rises in the southeast, sets in the southwest.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Well, you don't know. You've never looked at it.
Hell no, I ain't never looked at it like that, man.
That's unusual.
But I'm being honest with you, man. You know, I ain't gonna sit up here and cat with you, man.
Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, I the reason I say it is because I look in in New Zealand we look at the sun and it's in our northern sky, comes up in the northeast and sets in the northwest. So I just wanted you maybe to consider where you are, considering where I am, and how we look at the sun, right?
There it is.
Right.
We got short days, short days of the sun.
Right. It's getting like where I'm at. It gets dark like at 5 p.m. man. 5:30 is already nighttime, man.
Yeah, because the sun's traveling.
What time is it? Is your dawn, JG?
6:30 a.m.
6:30, and you got sunset at 5:30.
You're in the
about
Midwest where I'm at. Yeah, it's getting dark.
5:30.
It's not labeled here, but this structure in the middle, I believe, is the amygdala, the one with the bulbous head and the tail here that comes down. It curls around.
Yeah, I had. I think
There.
I've seen a bit of this.
It's hard to find a good picture of it, but I think that's it right there.
It's got me thinking about vaginas.
But it's got a little pointy tail on it. It's got a barbed tail, a big head. And in people that are in leadership roles that have to make decisions on life and death, their amygdala is actually larger than other people's.
Yeah, that's interesting. So there must be a hormone or chemical change there, shifting, isn't it?
Yeah. Or it presses on other organs and suppresses them, maybe. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's what happens with people that make decisions. This is supposed to be the amygdala, but that's only part of it right there.
But basically, I think it's the bottom of the ear, isn't it?
It's in the middle of the brain.
Yeah, but I think they're like the tube of the ear. It goes down. It comes off the base at the very bottom of the ear.
Run down that way.
Yeah. I mean, I did have a little look into that a while back, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just trying and just because I mean the shape of the bloody thing, it looks out of the bloody world.
Yeah. Here's what
it looks like a bloody parasite more than it looks like a.
Yeah. See, this one shows the ball part and the tail part as well, whereas the other one showed it only just as the ball part.
Yeah, I think that creature-looking photo, I think that was like a spoof or some shit.
This stuff right here, look.
Yeah, I think the picture was a spoof, but I want to show it anyway.
Look, this stuff right here, Harataki, it decalcifies the pineal gland.
Oh yeah, you were telling us about that. Yeah,
it's an organic powder, and it helps you astral project too.
I have that.
What's its consistency?
Say it again.
What does it consist of?
It's just pure Harataki.
Yeah,
let me see. Hold on.
Harataki.
Oh, it's powder. Okay.
Yeah, and it decalcifies the pineal gland. It helps you astral project better too. Because they say between 80 and 85% of people have decalcified pineal glands.
Yeah.
And this right here helps you. It decalcifies it, man. I buy this shit by the bag. Chris comes. You can get it online. I got this on Amazon.
Yeah, we don't have too good a run with Amazon in this country.
I don't think I got it from Amazon. I forgot where I got this shit from.
Yeah, you
You
ought to
can get
come to class, Drusone, and do some practice with your third eye.
Huh?
Yeah, I do.
remote view.
I practice remote viewing every Friday and Saturday night. You can come and practice with your third eye.
Yeah, I'll pull up, man. But to anybody listening, man, y'all can just try this stuff out. Heritaki, man. It'll get you there. Your pineal gland
Keep your
the
third eye shut.
calcified, it'll get you there.
Yeah, I do a series of images. I do like what I call a destination target, which is like anything, anywhere, anytime. But I do a bunch of images, and you can practice remote viewing those images, like either by bilocating, or you can do it by remote viewing through my eyes, or astral travel, whatever way you want to do it. But you can come and look at images, and then at the end of the show, we do a destination target where it's like, sometimes like something relevant, like we'll do things about politics, or like, not last weekend, but the weekend before, we did like Mount Shasta. What was Mount Shasta in the past? What was its original purpose? That type of thing. Yeah, it's fun. You should come
Yeah,
and try.
I'm gonna sub up to your channel if I'm not already sub.
Yeah, we even in show 111, one of my viewers predicted the second pipeline explosion. The Russian pipelines.
You know, one of your viewers did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a class for the viewers. It's not a class where I don't do the remote viewing. You do it.
So what exactly is remote viewing? I heard of it before, but I
Remote
never
viewing is just gathering information from a distance.
I also thought, like, sometimes when I'm meditating, I walk down the street, or I'll go all over the city in my mind. But isn't that wild? They could lock you in the cell, but you can travel in your mind.
Yeah, the world.
Create your own. You can create your own fucking vacation in your mind.
Yep.
I'll tell you, I've had dreams, right, where I'm skateboarding and I'm doing tricks, and I would wake up, not for, like I would wake up and I'd be like, I'm gonna be able to do that.
Nice.
So over time, I realized that the hard tricks I was doing in my dreams that I thought like I could never do, I was like, one day I'll be able to do that, and it's just uncanny, like
Yeah.
like over time. It's like I remember having this dream doing switchback side nose blunts, and then it's like time comes and I just started doing that trick, and then once I started doing it, I thought back to that dream. So it's like I'll have dreams doing tricks, and it shows me right there I can do it. It's possible. It's weird, man.
It's like preparing your mind state, or
Yeah, Tesla brought his dreams to life too. Most of the great inventors work through dreams or meditative states. There was one guy, I can't remember who it was, but he used to sit in a chair with a metal ball in his hand because he wanted to achieve that midpoint of sleep, just between sleep and awakeness. So every time he fell asleep, the ball would eventually fall out of his hand and he'd wake up, and then he'd try to get back to that mid state. Probably eventually drove him mad, but
It's an interesting thing how we can envision something in our mind and then put it into reality.
That's our true power, man. That's a superpower to me, man. Like being able to visualize something in your mind, or in a dream state, and like you said, bring it into this reality, man. Bring it into fruition, into existence.
Yeah.
Oh, easy, bringing it into a physical form. I feel like because if you thinking about something, that's a form of astral projecting, right? Like, okay, I'm thinking about building this house. You building it in your mind, and then you bring it into existence, man.
Yeah,
That's some powerful
exactly.
shit, man.
That's the thing about Leviathan in the Bible too. It can be as it can be a monster, or it can be as gentle as a cow. They say in the Bible.
I've also had dreams. I've had dreams where I'm having sex with Elaine from Seinfeld, Julia Dreyfus. So I'm hoping that happens in the future.
If you pursue it,
right?
you gotta pursue your dreams.
Like I'm saying, what is a dream? Like if you so called dreaming about it, say you go to bed at nighttime, is that reality, or this shit got to be a
It's
dream?
like
Am I a man dreaming I'm a butterfly, or am I a butterfly dreaming I'm a man?
Man, I went to bed one night,
your
man.
mind playing tricks on you. That's what it's doing.
I went to bed one night. I had a real vivid dream of myself. I had a whole family somewhere else. I can remember the
I've
dream.
had that
Talking
too.
with my
Yeah,
family. I'm
that
riding in the
could be
car.
past life.
It might be from my past life. I don't know, but that shit was real.
Yeah, I've had that as well. That's weird, eh? It's like living a whole other life in a nighttime.
I'll have dreams that just shows me like manipulation. Like in my dreams, I'm being manipulated by people, and it's like woken me up to like how fucking wicked shit really is.
Yeah. Do you win in your dreams? I hope.
No, I do win. Like I was saying, like the skateboard shit, but it's just it's interesting, man.
Yeah. I just have fun, weird dreams. Maybe I'm gonna have a weird, fun reality in the future then.
Just the consciousness, like when you're. I just remember when being young, just being very conscious of everything going on around me, and reading people very well, having.
Yeah, I hated that.
No, I know it was a curse, and that it definitely is a curse.
Yeah, I hated it. Yeah.
Yeah. That and drinking, that's man, I would drink my fucking conscience away. That's why I drank.
Yeah, my parents had a brewery in the basement, so I just go down there. Sounds like we have some similarities in upbringing. So
I just try to kill my consciousness. That's like, in hindsight, looking at what I was really trying to just dumb myself down.
Yeah.
Just take myself out of the conscience.
I had a certain amount of time to be there, so I just did whatever to make it through it. That's the thing I was looking forward to, was the other side, right? So even though I know I was kind of hurting myself somewhat, I never went too far.
I've had periods in my life where that's all I looked forward to was sleep. That's how fucked life was, and that's all I looked forward to was just dreams and just
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, no shit, right? Like we all have.
Yeah, when I was 7, I thought of either ending somebody else's life or ending my own.
Wow, you had those thoughts at 7, Max Vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same fucking thoughts, man. Those like deep thoughts and that deep consciousness, you don't show it to people. You don't tell people about it. Like when I was young, I stonewalled all that shit.
Yeah. You have to do that to make it through it.
It's a psychological war we're in, man.
Yeah, you won. You won.
Nah, I'm not saying I won. I'm just saying it's.
Oh, you're here now, so you won.
I'm just saying that's what you realize is that you can't let people into your mind. Like I can't let you guys into my mind on certain shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I've told Chuck and other people is like there's a certain awareness and understanding you have that you should not show.
Yep.
But it's like that temptation, you know, you want to. I've exposed the shit out of my family and fucking people, but the violent stuff, man, that's like I don't want to let people into that.
What was that?
Well, who hasn't ever dreamt of killing their childhood bully, right?
You got a lady?
Only half a moon.
You got a lady over, Dean?
Sorry?
You got a lady with you?
Yeah, I got Maureen's with me. Maureen, my partner's always here.
Oh shit! I didn't know you're married. Much.
Yeah, you know, she's just relating. She's been for a walk, and she says the moon, half of the moon's out. So it's got a rising moon at the moment.
I'm looking at the moon right now, and it's half a moon.
How can you be looking at the moon and we're looking at the moon?
I'm looking at the moon right now, man. I see half a moon.
Fuck, that's crazy. You can't be that far away from us.
What direction or declination is it?
For us, it's in the northeast.
What declination?
I'm looking at the moon. It's in the south, going towards Mexico. It is the south.
Okay. What's the angle?
Oh,
above you, or 45 degrees, or
90 degrees. I'd say it's over 45, probably 50 degrees.
Hang on, yeah.
Okay.
The bottom half of the moon is
so that makes sense.
Bottom half is bright, the top half is dark.
Do you know
it's the other way around for me.
Yeah.
It's about the same angle, but it's bright on the top and dark on the bottom.
Cool.
And it's about directly north.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the dark side of the moon's pleather.
with a Nazi base.
Well, that shows we're not that bloody far apart. Hey.
You're saying the top half is bright where you're at?
Yep.
Yeah, the bottom part's bright. I'm trying to think how this works.
Usually it goes side to side, doesn't it?
You just I mean, how come ours it's bright at the top?
The fuck?
Chuck, you pull that up?
At the bottom.
Why is always bright from side to side?
I'm showing the moon.
You know, it's if I put the compass on it, it's almost directly north.
Can't see shit. Phone's ass.
Yeah, it just looks like a light.
That's what it is.
It's hard to see.
It's,
Oh, it looks like
oh,
it's
shit. My bad, JG. You booted him out.
crescent shaped.
It's probably about 18 degrees east of north, actually.
I'm looking at architecture of Vatican City. Because I think Vatican City was the city of giant Nephilim dare fucking psychos.
Probably.
Dean, I take it back. It's like,
all over.
What was that, JG?
it's like 40 degrees. It's like a 40-degree angle.
Yeah, I would say it's about a 40, 45. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting, eh? So yours is right on the bottom.
They're saying Vatican City was built. Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, you know what? Both actually work because I did a lot of drafting in my youth, so I just worked that out in my head. So if it is flat, it is really close. If it's a flat Earth, it is really close. If it's a round Earth, it's much farther away because of the arc.
Yeah, I kind of think that it's really close, and
Yeah.
Some days you almost feel like you can touch the bloody thing.
But either theory actually works out on paper.
Of course,
Both of them work out absolutely right for what they say. So. But it could be either. If it is flat, it would be very close.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of in agreement with what London's talking about. Sometimes when he says that we're not that far apart, and we're more, as people, we're more micro than we think, and so therefore the land masses are not as far apart, right?
Some type of lensing thing.
Yeah. The way you lens it, of course.
I've got to get to bed. Thanks for having me up, Charles. Thanks, panel.
All right, Max.
Good to see you, Max. Take care and well.
Enjoy that dream, Max.
The down under. That's the teacher used to say in 4th grade. That's why it's called the down under, because it's down under the globe.
All right, I'm out, man. Y'all fellas be easy, man.
All right, Truth Zone. Have a good night, man. I'm about to jump off in a minute. Excuse me, myself.
Rest well, bro. Yeah, that's interesting when we look at the moon and we see how I mean, if you're looking at the moon and I'm looking at the moon, it's the same one. Well, and we're not that bloody far apart, eh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how yours is fucking, the top part is bright, and where I'm at, the bottom part's bright.
Well, if there is a reflection off the sun, well, in that regard, the sun is to the west of the moon at present and is in the western sky, which is where it goes down in the northwest. We're at 11 minutes past 6 in the evening, and the moon is basically right. It should be about north in another 20 minutes, half an hour, I suppose, depending on the speed, of course. But I'd say that's my calculation. But yeah, if that's got anything to do with it, you know, like whereabouts in general, for you, what time of the at night time are you, JG?
So what time is it?
Yeah,
10, 11.
10, 11. Right.
Yeah, and it's midnight here, and you're up at the top of the clock. You're probably at 10 or 11 o'clock on the map. Or no, yeah. You know, we got to get an airplane.
If you got a balloon, you'd be better off.
Why you
I
say that?
reckon. I reckon people should be looking at making a bloody great balloon. I mean, why did they bloody stop balloon travel over one bloody balloon accident when we have
So
plane
they could
accidents
charge for
on a
petrol.
regular basis? Eh?
They had money to make off of oil and gas.
Yes, I know, but they could have fueled their bloody balloons with the bloody same thing. No, they didn't want you getting the view of what a bloody balloon would show you. They couldn't tell you that the bloody world was a round ball and you were living on the outside of it. Once you got a balloon, you'd know bloody well it wasn't.
Right, that's what I've been thinking for a while. Is like just go as high as you can go, like with a drone or some shit. They'll probably shut it down though. Say I have a drone that can go fucking 100 miles up, right? They'll shut that shit right down once I hit a certain point.
I wonder.
What altitude are they hitting the dome at? You know, I mean, I've seen bloody pictures, videos of bloody craft hitting the dome. Right?
They got drones that can't be detected. They got drones that can fly far distance. The military, that's why the drones that just happened, they were coming off the East Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Southwest Coast.
Right.
All the military is letting them. And the police said that they tried to use their infrared to detect them, and they were undetectable. That's some ill shit.
I mean,
aliens. I don't know why people say that.
If you got a strong enough beam, you could probably project off the bloody dome itself, coming back down. So you got a fair bit of range for the
I
thing
was
to
just
go.
thinking that being. I wanted to get one of them strong lasers and try to hit the moon with it or something. Because people be doing them to stars, and that means stars ain't that far.
Yeah, well, I kind of
gotta get one.
have thought about this bloody stars, and I was thinking to myself, you know, like everybody wants to be a star, you know, like as a child. I mean, twinkle twinkle little star seems to matter so much, but you know, what if all our frequency is just light energy anyway, and passing away is just a matter of changing your light frequency down here and moving up and being caught up there.
We are like a star, because stars are vibrate. Everything's a star. It's all vibrating.
So maybe there is nothing outside of this for the whatever frequency is. Maybe this place is only because of frequency and doesn't exist anywhere else. Anyway, I'm going to let you go to bed, get some rest.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off.
Yeah, the other night when I was up with you, bloody years and more. But take it easy, and we'll see you when you're looking at your next.
All right, Dean.
Later.
All right, Dean.
Yep.
You stay yellow,
Love
man.
everyone in the chat too, and everybody just take care, eh?
Yup. Stay Asian.
Yep. Adios.
Let's see.
Later.
What's this link? Instagram.
Yeah, Chuck, that Instagram link, it's so that this cat I found, right, Technocracy 1984, he was posting all this shit about Trump's connections with Israel, all this Israel stuff, like all this dope shit, good information, and they shut him down. But this video is still up there. I was scrolling through it. I was scrolling through Instagram earlier trying to find all this shit. This person posted one of his videos and it's still up. But you should check that out.
Maybe check BitChute. I'm gonna look
Yeah,
him. I'm gonna watch this.
No, they shut all his shit down, man. I've been trying to find. Dude, I searched earlier for like 45 minutes. So I can only find a few videos that other people reposted. But check that video out. It's like
I'm about to, as soon as I jump off. I'm gonna try to find that guy. I'm gonna look.
And I saw, dude, I know that guy's a grand wizard, but David Duke, I just saw an interview with that dude earlier, and he's talking about, you know, Zionism and all this other shit. But I'll post a link for that. I know the guy's like a grand wizard KKK dude, but he's pushing out a lot of knowledge, a lot of truth. It's just it's pretty funny how he's associated with the KKK, but he's like putting out all this good information.
All right, JJ, I'm gonna jump off.
All right, man.
And I'm gonna watch that video. I'll let you know about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that guy too, because I wanna see what he has to say. See if I can find something.
I'll send you that David Duke interview.
All right.
All right, man.
All right. Peace, everyone. I'm out. I'll check you out next time.